welcome back everybody. Yes, we have a huge dramatic finish at the end here for the Clutch Pro Tour first major of the season on the Challenge Series 1. It is huge. We have £8,000 to the winner, a total prize pot of £30,000. We have to have an outright winner today as well. If there's still a tie in the next 3 holes, then we'll go to a playoff. It couldn't be any more dramatic indeed. We are about to watch the third and final group, Stuart Green, OJ Farrell and Harry Ellis tee off at 17. Before that, though, on the green currently at the minute is Joe Brooks, Nye Fraser Lawrence and Aaron Edwards Hill. The amateurs had a storming tournament so far. This is the second and final day. It's played over 36 holes in total. You see they're just finishing up here at 17. Nobody really in contention out of that group. However, I can tell you it is heating up at the top of the leaderboard. Currently, Nicholas Poppleton and Matthew Court are locked together at 8 under par. They're in the final group. They are on 15 at the minute, just finishing up at 15. They're locked together at 8 under par. Sam Broadhurst is right in the mix as well. He's at 7 under par. And OJ Farrell at 6. Right, big news breaking. Huge news. OJ Farrell looks like he's birdied 16. He now moves to 7 under par. He's just 1 off the lead with 2 to play. Wow, we could have a 3-way tie at the top, or could OJ go birdie and potentially win this tournament outright? It's still all to play for. There's so much drama. Don't go anywhere. Oh my word, this is great. Right, here they come around. So we turn the attention now to OJ Farrell. He's on the 17th tee box right now. The par 3 here over water onto the almost island-esque sawgrass. Sort of 17th mock-up, I suppose. Here he comes. Is that OJ? Is that OJ? I'm not sure. He's definitely birdied 16 now. Hey guys, you right? Hey, how you doing? You right? He's a tall man, is OJ Farrell. So the third and final group you're currently looking at teed off at 2 o'clock from the first. We were live for that opening tee shot as well. Now we're here close to the end as well. It's Stuart Green, OJ Farrell, Harry Ellis. Stop. And I think that is OJ, and it's a solid shot from there, isn't it? He's actually got a bit of an outside birdie opportunity there if it is OJ. I think it is because he is very tall. You see his dad just off to the left. Yeah, pretty certain that was OJ Farrell there in the white top. Playing alongside Harry Ellis and Stuart Green, as we said, OJ Farrell on the move. He's 7 under par, he's only 1 off the lead. Oh, what a lovely shot that is, by the way. Beautiful. You probably won't be able to see on the camera so well, but it does on that green. There's almost a little downslope, and it's landed it just pin side of that, which is a really, really great shot. Three impressive shots. Now the players are marching their way down now. Oh, it's getting close. Let's pop that leaderboard up onto the screen whilst they do, so you see for yourself how things are panning out here. Oh, it's exciting. It's the Clutch Pro Tour. It's live from Chart Hills here in the heart of Kent. It's the final day. It's the final few holes. Right, let's pop that down because we're going to just watch a couple of tee shots here. We've got the group ahead. It's Joe Brooks, Nye Fraser-Lawrence and Aaron Edwards-Hill. Let's just enjoy their tee shots whilst we wait for Farrell's group just to come through onto the green. They're not there yet, so there's a bit of time yet, so let's enjoy these tee shots. Par 4, 18th. Oh, beautiful. Well, this could not be any closer, could it? Poppleton Court at the top, 8 under par. They're on 16. Farrell and Broadhurst, 7 under. Farrell is on the 17th green. Right, we are going to turn attention back to 17 here. I think it's residual that we played at 18, but we are going to focus on 17. OJ Farrell in the white top, white hat there, marching over. He's got this for birdie, which will put him joint top of the leaderboard if he can sink it. So I'm just wondering who it's going to be to go first. I don't think it's going to be OJ to go first, actually, or is it? Seems to be certainly having a good look. Here we go, it's going to be OJ. If he sinks this, he goes at tie at the top of the leaderboard at 8 under with Court and Poppleton. Well, you can't take your eyes off this, can you? OJ Farrell for a tie of the lead here. Birdie at 17 if he can make it. It's rolling, looked like it bobbled a bit. Oh! Is it going to be a simple tap? So Farrell pars 17, stays at 7 under par. He's got 1 to go, he's 1 off the lead. What can he do at 18? I can see Sam Broadhurst as well, just making his way to the 17th tee box as well. Just a little note as well, Daniel O'Loughlin is the current clubhouse leader at 3 under. Of course, that is not going to get the job done today. Right, some breaking news just coming in as well. Sam Broadhurst, he has birdied 16, so he goes to a tie for the lead as well. We have a three-way tie at the top of this leaderboard in the closing stages. Sam Broadhurst, Nicholas Poppleton, Matthew Court all locked together at 8 under par. Here comes OJ Farrell now, and he's at 7 under with 1 to go. We're going to stick around actually, see if we can catch Broadhurst's shot here. If he can put it close, it could change things quite dramatically. Of course, we've got a decision to make here. Do we follow Farrell? Do we stick around for Broadhurst, Poppleton and Court? I think this is Broadhurst up first. So this is Sam Broadhurst about to play now, I believe. Good shot, good opportunity for Broadhurst here. Playing alongside Jamie Dick and Michael Bullin. This is Michael Bullin now on the tee. That was Michael Bullin. And now it's the turn of Jamie Dick. So we're going to actually stay down here. We're going to see if Broadhurst can sink that, 'cause if he does, he'll go into the lead. We're going to take a bit of a risk here, but I think it's worth sticking around down here for this in the final group. Farrell on the 18th tee though, he's in contention, he's only 1 off the lead. And it looks like as things stand we are heading towards a playoff of some kind. It just depends really how many people are going to be involved in it. Farrell's got a golden chance here. He is 7 under on the 18th tee box here, but Broadhurst, Poppleton and Court are all 8 under. Broadhurst is about to approach the 17th green and he's got about a 12-13 footer for birdie. Let's just pop the leaderboard up on the screen just whilst we wait for things to happen so you can see for yourself how things are currently looking. Right, let's pop that leaderboard down because OJ Farrell's about to tee off here at 80. look at left there. 18 has chewed a lot of people up throughout the course of this tournament. We've seen a lot of provisionals being played here, certainly in the last broadcast, the hole-in-one hunting. Just going to stay here for this tee shot before turning attention back to 17. But I think it might be Bullen or Dick to go first. So here we go. Stay at 18 rather. Apologies. So we're going to have a provisional played here. We can stay for this provisional. And away they go. Now here we go. Let's turn our attention back to 17. What can OJ Farrell do, by the way, at 18? He goes off Sam Broadhurst. It's going to be Michael Bullen to go first actually in this group. Sam Broad, just so you can identify who's who. Bullen in the black top there, about to play his part. Jamie Dick in the white cap. Sam Broadhurst in the royal blue top over on the far right. Looks like they've been having a good time, but Sam Broadhurst right in the mix. He's joint leader at 8 under par. I can see Poppleton actually on 16. I wonder what they can do. Broadhurst and Farrell both birdied 16, so you would assume, you would bet on it, wouldn't you, that one of either Court or Poppleton are going to birdie 16. This could really open things up. But £8,000 to the winner, it's on the line. There's a lot more than just that. It's the order of merit as well. So here is Broadhurst. If he can make this, he'll go into a one-shot lead. He's taking his time. He's put it past, and he doesn't look happy. I can't really see actually how far gone it is, but it looks like there might be a little bit of work to do. I think he can sense an opportunity's gone here. Yeah, you can always tell, can't you, when they mark it up. He's not comfortable, he's not happy. Jamie Dick now, what can he do? So Broadhurst puts it away for a par. He stays top of the leaderboard at 8 under par. We are going to follow Broadhurst up 18. there they go. So Broadhurst in this group in the blue, royal blue top, as you can see, and navy blue trousers, coming down to 18. He's tied for the lead at 8 under par. But what have Poppleton and Court done at 16? We have seen a number of birdies so far there today. So let's just stick around and find out what they've done. Whilst they just make their way up in a bit of a delay, let's just pop the 2022 tour schedule for the Clutch Pro Tour up onto the screen for you, so you can see where we're going next. Old Fold Manor next up next week for the Clutch Pro Tour. We're going to be next live at Royal Norwich next month, so you'll be able to watch that action. Just like you've been able to watch all the action here today, you'll be able to watch final day's play from Royal Norwich. There's the Challenge Tour event in there as well, and of course the Tour Champs in October up at Kedleston Park, a track we know very well indeed. So some cracking venues there. Let's just pop that down and let's replace it with the live leaderboard, shall we? Because Poppleton is just walking up to the 17th tee, so they've clearly finished 16. It just depends how quickly they've logged their scores. And we are going to find out if we've still got a three-way tie at the top or if there's been a change. So scores haven't updated yet, so we'll find out shortly. Any moment now, surely they'll update with Poppleton and Court locked together with Broadhurst. Right, so you're currently looking at the 17th tee box at the minute. Poppleton is in there, Matthew Court is in there, and Alfie Plant is in there too. Alfie Plant at one point had a two-shot lead, drifted back a little bit, or rather quite a bit. Right, huge news. As we might have suspected, Poppleton and Court have both birdied 16. They now move to 9 under. It drops Sam Broadhurst a shot back on 18. I think we're going to actually probably follow Poppleton and Court then up 18. It's a difficult call, isn't it? But it does put Farrell 2 shots off the lead now. So we probably made the right call in not following OJ. Sorry, OJ, but you're not out of it yet. And Eagle will put him right in there. And of course, these guys, if anything happens, if they make a mistake, it will open the door wide open again. If OJ can birdie 18, he's right in the mix again. But as it stands at the minute, it's Poppleton and Court locked together at 9 under par, with Broadhurst at 8 and Farrell at 7. Sure if that's Matthew Court or Plant. This is definitely Poppleton now on the tee box. comes Poppleton. Can he put it close? This would be dramatic, wouldn't it? Oh, Poppleton puts it long. Did it stay on? I'm going to go have a look. He's playing another, is Poppleton. Oh, late drama. Late drama indeed. This could be all change. Bit of frustration on 18 as well, because we're trying to see if we can go. Looks like we can now. Poppleton's just played his provisional ball. Let's go see what happened to his first. It's a bit big. This is huge drama. If this isn't in play, then it could have just cost Poppleton the tournament. I can't see anything. So I've got two balls here. I've got three balls. So I've got Poppleton's provisional, and then I've got the other two. But I don't see Poppleton's original. Ah, there is a ball here. I think it could be it. And it doesn't look too pretty, I can tell you that, whilst you're just looking at 18. In fact, I can see quite a few balls in here. There's nothing you can do with this really. You can pick it up and clean it and take it home, but I mean, there's a number of balls in here where I'm stood. You're watching obviously the teeing off at 18. Does it put Broadhurst back into play? It certainly gives Court a big advantage. Let's just stick around here for a little bit longer. Like I said before, you will hear from the winner if we pick them up in this group or not. They do have to stick around, of course, for a presentation, so we will speak to them whatever happens. You will hear from today's winner, if it's OJ Farrell, if it's Sam Broadhurst, if it's Poppleton or Matthew Court. It will be one of them. Maybe don't point the camera that way, Leon. Bring it over to me. I think Matthew Court's just popping off for a call of nature. But yes, here we are at the 70th. It's almost like a bit like Sawgrass, isn't it? It's absolutely swamped by water. Perhaps not quite as daunting, certainly for these players. But it is swamped by water here. My mate.
Not disappointed like the first one, more fucked up that second one. Fucked that like a course.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if that's it.
Sorry?
I don't know if that's it, is it? You know,
No,
that way, do you?
mate.
Oh, was it?
I think it was more that direction.
There's tons of them anyway, ain't there? I mean. Oh, you got. Okay.
Thank you anyway.
No worries. Good luck. Yeah, so confirmation Poppleton's ball. First ball in the water. That might just take him out of play here. So this hands the advantage to Matt Court. What can Farrell do though at 18? He'll be on the green at the minute. As soon as he gets his score logged in, we will tell you. So Farrell still hasn't finished just yet. He's 7 under, 2 shots off the lead. He's on 18. He'll be on the green at the minute. Big drama here. Broadhurst is 1 shot back. He's at 8. He's on 18 at the minute. And Matthew Court is on the 17th green. He's at 9. as is Poppleton, but Poppleton's first ball found the water, so he had to play a provisional. He's going to take a shot penalty here. Well, he's not going to take a shot penalty, but he's going to obviously, he had to play a second ball, so that extra shot, really, he has to sink this for par. So it's not quite over yet, but he gets this in, it will keep him in the game. If he misses it, it's going to hand, surely, Court a big advantage in this final round here at 17. And we know Pops, we've known him for years. We know if there's one player who can produce a bit of magic, it's Nicholas Poppleton. Oh. Now, how things change, because if Matthew Court now sinks this, he'll take a 2-shot lead into 18. Unless, of course, Broadhurst can birdie 18. There's so many permutations, aren't there? It's thrilling. It really is absolutely thrilling. Remember, if you want to get to have your say, who do you think's going to win? Head over to Live Sport Now on YouTube. There's a link in the body of this broadcast. If you comment on our YouTube, we can bring your comment on the screen. Do comment it wherever you're watching. We can see them. We do go look back at them. But if you comment on YouTube, we will be able to pop it on the screen for you. So head over to Live Sport Now. As I said, there's a link in the body of this broadcast. Hit subscribe as well to watch live golf in 2022. You want more action like this? We're your home of it. So Court to put one hand on the trophy, and it's not to be, and he knew it as well as soon as he struck it. And has he left himself a little bit of work to do here? Has Poppleton got a bit of a get out of jail free here? I don't believe it. Court has bogeyed. He has bogeyed 17 at best at the minute. And Poppleton has just been handed a huge get out of jail free card. And now this brings Broadhurst right into play as well. So you have to say the odds on a playoff are incredibly high. Well, it's a script you almost couldn't write here at Chart Hills on the Clutch Pro Tour. And now how costly does that ball in the water for Poppleton look? Could have been outright and caught. Can't write this script, can you? Nobody wants to win it, do they? Yeah.
I ain't missed one of them. All of a sudden.
There's a bit in the ridge in the green, you get over it, it's absolutely hard. It's fucking brilliant. For a little hole, it's fantastic hole.
Yeah. Right, well, here we go. 18 it is. Final hole for now. Unless something changes, it could be a playoff, and it suddenly gives Broadhurst, he probably doesn't know it, but a birdie at 18 would put him into the lead. And unfortunately, I can say OJ Farrell will not be our winner today. He actually bogeyed 18, so he drops back to 6 under, finishes in 4th. Sort of fantastic performance from him. He'll pick up a fairly useful check as well. But OJ Farrell bogeys 18 to finish at 6 under par. So Alfie Plant up first. Great shot, and that is how you play 18. I've seen a lot of provisionals being played, but that is how you do it. Good shot by Court there as well. Par 4 to finish here. Here is Nicholas Poppleton. A reprieve at 17. Can he make it count here at 18? Right for Poppleton. It's gone well right. We are, of course, going to follow this group up 18 now. Poppleton's going to play provisional first. That look for Poppleton of pure disappointment. He even said to me on the 17th, actually, he wasn't disappointed with the one that went into water. He was more disappointed with his second shot. That one's gone right as well. Give you a lift if I could, Pops, but I'd give you a lift if I could, but not allowed to, mate. So confirmation of how things currently stand at the top. Sorry, it was Poppleton who dropped back to 7. Apologies there. He's dropped back to 7. So it is Court and Broadhurst tied at the top, but we're waiting to see what Broadhurst has done. So Poppleton 7 under. So he must have dropped 2 at 17. Apologies for that. I didn't quite see that. So it's Court and Broadhurst locked together at 8 under par. Broadhurst currently on the green. In fact, he must almost be finished now. Has he managed to par 18? If he's parred it, he's got a great chance of taking this to a playoff, maybe even winning it if Court bogeys, of course. Poppleton at 7 under, but he's had two bad tee shots. His first one well right. He might have just 17 and 18 just take him out of the equation. All eyes really on what Broadhurst has done here at 18. And then, of course, Matthew Court in front of us, black cap, grey, pushing his bag now just over the bridge with the white bag. What can he do to finish up with? We'll follow the players just behind them as we head on up. Par 4, 18th to finish here. You couldn't write the script, could you? Poppleton and Court head to the 17th green, both at 9 under par. And then unfortunately Poppleton puts his ball into the water, doubles 17 to drop back to 7. Now he's in trouble really here at 18. Matthew Court with a chance He had a birdie chance really to go to 10 under. Misses it, puts it 4 foot past the hole. Bogeys, drops to 8. Now Sam Broadhurst suddenly. Sam Broadhurst is walking off the green. So what has Broadhurst done? We are going to find out in the next few moments. I'm going to park over here because we are going to see. I'm going to see if I can help find Poppleton's ball. Will Roebuck has gone right into the bush to see if he can find it, and I think he has found it, but it's going to be unplayable, I think, in there. Of course, the rules of Golf state, you've got 3 minutes. I'm still waiting. You get scratched to death in there, Alfie.
Closing your eye, don't you? You're looking for something else.
So, big question, of course. What is plant? I mean, this is brutal in here. Have you got eyes on something, Will?
I got it in here.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, there's a Callaway just there. That's not it. Just tried to frost on it. That's not it. How far in did it come? I mean, this bush. Caught the end of the flight, and it looked like it was. That's a couple here. Tailor made. Yeah, but that's my ball there.
There.
Yeah. My ball here, mate. I think I'm just going to put a T in to identify it. You got it? It's alright. Yeah, that's my ball. Okay.
Okay, he's found the ball, but it's in the worst possible place you could imagine. It's literally stuck between sort of 2 strong sticks like that, thorn bushes almost. So they're crossing over it. He's provisional. He's obviously a little bit further up. Whatever happens here, I think it's probably going to take him out of the equation, which is a real shame. Let's see if we can see what Broadhurst has done as well. Are we heading to a playoff? Who knows? I still don't know what Broadhurst has done. Score's still not in yet, but Matthew Court's got a great lie here. If he can put this close, my word, this could be the most dramatic of dramatic finishes here at Chart Hills. Don't go anywhere, stay with us. This is a script that I don't think we were quite expecting. We were expecting drama, we were expecting a big finish, but this is the biggest of big finishes. It really is. Unfortunately for Poppleton, it's just late in the day, just falling apart for him, which is a real shame because he really is, not just saying this, but he generally is one of the nicest people you will ever meet. Now remember, get your comments in. Head over to Live Sport Now on YouTube. Get your comments in. We can see them. If you do comment on Live Sport Now on YouTube, we'll put them on the screen. Very good, mate. It's good to see you. Right.
Sorry, that was double and 3-putt bogey.
Yeah. Stuck it in the water, Pops.
I saw that.
Matthew had probably 20 footer for birdie, puts it about 4 foot past and misses. What's Sam done? Alright, so Broadhurst is finished at 8. So, Court needs to put this close. So Broadhurst in the clubhouse leader at 8 under par. Where are we going for playoff? Well, back down here. Fantastic. Good. It's good for our signal. We need to keep doing 18.
Do you know what though? If you hear the players talking about who they think is going to win before the round, and everyone's talking about the two they're going to take.
Yeah, it's a real shame for the Pops.
Yeah. You look like the man to beat.
This 18 has been causing havoc, the amount of provisionals we've seen being played here.
Great shot.
Oh yeah, it's brutal. Wind off the left. Got to start down the driving range.
So this is Matt Court's second shot here at the par 4 18. If he puts this close, he'll have a putt to win the tournament. Sam Broadhurst parred it. He's in the clubhouse at 8 under. It's left of the pin. Is the wind going to catch it and push it? So he's got that to win, which is a good 25, 30 foot. So Alfie Plant next. Right, let's make our way down, shall we? So it's Matt Court with a long putt. He's going to have to drain an absolute monster here if he's going to win this tournament outright. In fact, he's just 3-putted 17. I wonder if that's on his mind a little bit. You might actually say it's advantage Broadhurst here. He's in the clubhouse. Sam Broadhurst is in the clubhouse. He's at 8 under par. Matt Court in front of us just played it onto the green, I believe, front edge perhaps. We'll get a closer look in a second. He's got that to win the tournament, but it doesn't look easy at all. He's just 3-putted 17. Let's hope that's not in his mind. I mean, it shouldn't be. Matt Court knows what he's doing. He's an experienced player. He's a winner. We must offer Sam our apologies as well because we didn't follow him. About to play bumper cars with. I'm going to park here actually so I can move the buggy and maybe leave it here in case we do go to that playoff. So Matt Court's ball, I believe, is one on the left. I think that one in the middle is actually Poppleton's, which was an absolute cracker, wasn't it? So here we are, final group, final day, final hole, but it might not be over just yet. Here's the situation, Broadhurst and Court, 8 under par, Broadhurst in the clubhouse. Matt Court, he's got, what, a good 20 footer to win the tournament, but he's just 3-putted 17. And it was Alfie Plant with that wonderful shot. Poppleton, unfortunately, has been so good. He was at the top, he was on the 17th tee box at 9 under. He's dropped back to 7. Come on, Pops, finish on a high. be short. Line was good, might have been a little bit left, just a touch short, but great effort from there. Matt Corp just trying to get his line in. I'm going to move out of the way, takes the flag out. And they're just going to let Pops tuck this one away, finish his round. And in it goes. Good stuff from Poppleton. Not the finish he wanted. But still a fantastic couple of days' work. He will finish either, well, he will finish third. Tied third at least. Matt Corp to win the first major of the year on the Clutch Pro Tour here at Chart Hills. Taking his time, and rightly so. It's short, so if he puts that away, we go to a playoff. If he doesn't, Sam Broadhurst is your champion. Oh, what a shame for Alfie Plant. He's played this last hole, an absolute dream. He tucks it away. And Alfie Plant finishes on 4 under and 5th place. So here is Matthew Corp. This to take it to a playoff. Never has 2.5, 3 foot look so far. In it goes. So. So we're just getting confirmation, but yeah, looks like we go to a playoff. I think we're going to go back to 18. Let's just see how long. I think the turnover is going to be quite quick, so we will probably stay live. Just stick around with us for a little bit. Let's just get confirmation.
No, actually, you can sit in the one on the end.
Playoff, definitely playoff.
I don't know. I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Where are we going? 18.
I think so.
Good.
Why are you asking me? As if I should know these things.
Well, I don't know. So.
After the 2 weeks I've had, I don't even know what down the wicket.
Right, yes, so it looks like we are going to a playoff confirmation there. It's going to be Matt Corp taking on Sam Broadhurst. I think we're going to get things underway pretty quick as well. Matt's just going to obviously go get his scorecard put in. We'll stay live as well. As we are live, what we will do, we had a chance to catch up. Big drama, of course, here in the Clutch Pro Tour. We managed to catch up with the founder, director, Tom Hayward, a little bit earlier, right here actually, at 18. We had a good chat about the tour, where it's been, where it's going, and how he wants even more from it. So let's just hear it from the Clutch Pro Tour director and founder, Tom Hayward. If we can grab a chance to grab Tom Hayward very quickly as the players are just walking down. Here he comes. Tom, another year of Clutch, and it's only getting bigger and bigger and bigger. How do you do it?
Hard work, good team.
Yeah.
Venues are getting behind us, sponsors are getting behind us.
Yeah.
Challenge Tour, DP World Tour are getting behind us as well. So it's just a cumulative effect, really.
The opportunities you're creating for the players are just getting bigger and bigger. Again, Challenge Tour invites.
Yeah.
I mean, when it first started, did you ever imagine it would become this big?
But yeah, it was always the plan. I mean, we're still not happy with it. We still want it to be bigger than it is now.
Yeah.
But the incentives for players are great, especially early season. We're not stupid. We know that guys are going to go elsewhere to play as well as playing on Clutch. You know, Clutch is a great stepping stone for the players at the moment. But you know, this is the third event in the first series, Challenge Series.
Yep.
There's 10 Challenge Tour invites on the line. The winner's going to win 5. There's a bonus start at Old Fold next week, so the winner could walk away with 6 starts. So it's massive incentives, because then the players have a big decision as to what they're going to do. Are they going to go and play Europro, or are they going to go and play in Challenge Tour? You know, because the whole purpose of what we're doing is that they could graduate their career in a
Yep.
year, so they could go and get those Challenge Tour invites, play well, they could end up on the DP World Tour within a season, and that's the whole plan.
So it's well worth playing, isn't it? And of course, the venues this year are spectacular, aren't they?
Yeah, we've done really well with the schedule. I mean, it was incredibly difficult this year to get the venues because of the demand in golf. The golf industry's gone crazy, but we've been very fortunate. Lots of great venues like Chart Hills this week have got behind us. We were at St Melian last week, which was incredible. So,
Yeah.
you know, the schedule is listed with top 100 ranked golf courses again, and long may that continue.
Now, top of the leaderboard, it's 5 under at the minute. What's going to get the job done today?
I don't know, it's a bit of a different day to what I thought was forecast. I thought we were going to see more sun. I knew the breeze was going to get up, but it's actually quite chilly out here, and it's a demanding golf course off the tee,
Yeah.
especially. So I don't
Well,
know.
the
I
wind's
think
going to pick up certainly this afternoon.
yeah, I
isn't
think
it?
if
Might
someone
cause
gets to
a few problems.
8, that's going to be. I mean, the problem is the strength and depth of the field is massive.
Yeah.
You know, even though it's a very testing golf course and conditions are difficult, it wouldn't surprise me if someone goes and shoots 8 or 9, even though it's very demanding out there, because the field is that strong.
Yeah.
But I think if someone gets to 8 or 9 total, they'll be in with a real big shout. But then again, if a couple of real good players start bouncing off each other, making a few birdies early on, it could go deeper than that. So I don't know. Nick Popperton played well, or has been slowly working his way into it. Last week,
Court's always up there, isn't
Court's always dangerous, especially when he's got a sniff. Obviously, Alfie's a great player, and he's looking to get some momentum going before he gets back out on Challenge Tour next week. So
Yeah.
it's all to play for.
he? Fantastic. Tom, I know you've got a lot to do. Thanks for
Cheers,
talking
guys.
to us. So that was Tournament Director Tom Hayward a little bit earlier. Matt Court's just getting his score in. We're going to go straight to the playoff. Normally we'd cut off and reset up again, but I just don't think we're going to have any time at all. Now you can see Sam Broadhurst up there getting himself ready. We actually caught up with him at the first tee just before he teed off, and well, let's hear what he had to say here on the Clutch Pro Tour.
Yeah.
We won, are we? It's good to see you again, mate.
You're right.
I was just wondering if there's a tournament you don't play in. This is playing everything.
Not really. I don't know. This is my first Clutch this year.
Yeah.
I
I saw you last year actually at the BMW PGA. I was going to say hello, but you looked
All right.
deep in concentration, so I didn't bother.
Yeah, I've played a couple of those in the past. Yeah, it's good. But this is a good, it's a good track, proper
Yeah.
course out there.
It's not unusual though for you to be in the final group, so a bit of experience coming to play.
Maybe, yeah. Well, there's some good players. Well, lots of good players on this tour. So
Yeah, there is.
It's going to play. I mean, it was flat calm yesterday. The wind's pretty gusty, so
Yeah,
it's going to play tricky, I think.
I think so. Thanks for talking to us.
All right.
Right, welcome back, everybody. Yeah, apologies. That was actually Matt Court, not Sam Broad. We did catch up with Sam Broadhurst as well, but that was actually Matt Court. So he is, of course, going to be in this playoff. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on here. I'm going to go see if I can listen in, because it seems like something's going on. So we'll just quickly, 18, straight down 18,
Yep.
backward and forward.
Hopefully not a repeat of Moore Park.
Okay,
I don't think we've played this hole 9 times.
we'll get ourselves straight away. We're going straight on. Yeah, great. We're going to head. Okay, great. Well, we'll make our way down to 18 now. We are going to head off there. Sam's just going to hit a few balls. Of course, he's been at 18 for a little bit. Just going to get a little bit warmed up. Just taking the sights and sounds here at Chart Hills, just whilst they do that and we get ourselves ready for this playoff. Who do you think is going to win? Comment below. We want to hear from you. Remember, we can see those comments. Head over to Live Sport now on YouTube. There is a link in the body of this broadcast. Give it a click. Head on over. Watch this playoff over on Live Sport now, and you can comment and we'll put it on the screen for you. How cool is that? Can't really say much fairer than that. So there is Tom shaking a few hands, Alfie Plant there. Let's go see and grab a quick word with Alfie, actually, because at one point he even had a 2-shot lead. Did Alfie? He's played incredibly well. Played that 18 very well. And we're not going to get a chance because he's just literally walked away from us. You couldn't make it up, could you? There you go. Good stuff. There is Matt Court. He's just coming down the stairs as well. As you can see, he's about to compete in this playoff. We just heard from him. That was at the first tee a little bit earlier. We will catch up with the players at the end of this game. Who is going to win this playoff? It's an absolute thriller, isn't it? It's Matt Court versus Sam Broadhurst. Will actually, Roebuck from Clutch Pro Tour said to me a little bit earlier, how you doing, Matt? All right, ready? I'd give you a lift if I could, mate. You want a lift?
Huh?
You want a lift?
I'm just going to hit a couple of shots first.
All right, mate. So Matt's going to hit a couple of shots as well. Whilst they do that, we will actually probably just make our way back down to 18. Whilst we do that, of course, we're here at Chart Hills. What a glorious golf club it is. If you've ever played it, do let us know. We want to hear from you. And let's take a little look and a closer look at Chart Hills Golf Club. Roll VT. So welcome back. Here we are. You're looking at Sam Broadhurst just getting warmed up ahead of this playoff with Matt Court. Matt Court's well off to the left of him. We'll put the camera actually so you can see that their friends, no doubt, off the course. But as you can see for this playoff, they're keeping quite a distance. That's Matt Court there, getting himself warmed up. If you are just tuning in, hello, welcome. What a day we've had here on the Clutch Pro Tour at Chart Hills, the first major of the year. One of these two players is about to walk away with a cheque for £8,000 and take a huge step in the 2022 Clutch Pro Tour Order of Merit. So we go to a playoff. Matt Court versus Sam Broadhurst. What a thriller we've had all day. You couldn't write the script really that we saw at 17 and 18. It transformed absolutely everything for these players. It really did. Sam Broadhurst getting some shots in. Matthew Court getting warmed up. Look at that. Oh, what a scintillating shot with a driver from Broadhurst. So if you are just tuning in, yes, we're going to a playoff. Sam Broadhurst and Matt Court. We're going to go 18. At Moore Park, we heard from Will not so long back, they had a 9-hole playoff. Blimey, we've never had a 9-hole playoff, and I don't know if the light will hold that long. So Sam Broadhurst, Matthew Court. Broadhurst started today at 4 under, Court at 5 under. They both finished at 8 under for their rounds. High drama indeed. Don't go anywhere. We're here live at Chart Hills. They're just warming up at the minute. You're looking at Matt Court at the minute. What a day. Let's just put the Order of Merit incentives up onto the screen, shall we, whilst we get ourselves into the buggies. You can see what matters really. It really does matter. Huge incentives for the Clutch Pro Tour this year. We're going to make our way down to 18 because things are about to get underway. Now, a little bit earlier, we were following Nicholas Popperton. He was right in the mix. He was stood on the 17th green. 17th tee box, I apologise. At 9 under par. He was in this mix and thought he stuck it in the water. Double bogeyed at 17. Kind of ended his round, his competition. It was a real shame, but he's a good friend of ours. Always happy to have a chat. And I did catch up with him at the first tee, and here's what he had to say. How you doing, mate?
I didn't realise you could come down as far south.
I live down south.
Oh, God.
I live down. I didn't realise you come down far, far south.
My Mazda got a bit panicky when I got to Birmingham. I thought it was going to jack it on me.
The perils of being a golfer.
South, isn't it? Anyways.
It's been a pretty good day yesterday. Talk us through it.
Yeah, it was good. It's solid. Just played nicely. Really didn't hit a couple of iron shots close. Really drove it well. Not really much to say about it. It was pretty boring, to be fair. It wasn't very interesting, to be honest. You wouldn't have wanted to watch it. It was just pretty boring.
Yeah.
But
I don't know, the most boring 5 under par ever then.
Yeah, I just hit a couple of iron shots close and that was it really. I mean, you've got 2 round here, you've got to drive it well because the rough's up and the fairways are quite sort of across you a little bit. But I was lucky, I was out early so the greens were great. You know, we didn't have a breath of wind. I mean, for sort of holes like this, with downwind now, they're probably a little tad easier off the tee and, you know, you get a bit more out of it. Yeah. But, I mean, it was flat calm in the morning, so you couldn't really have had it any easier. The greens were great.
We think the conditions are going to get harder as the day progresses. You're okay with that? You don't really have a choice.
You ain't got a choice. Can you stop it? Well, no, it'll be fine. It just is what it is, isn't it? You just have to roll with the punches a little bit as well and just hang tough a bit. You know, as soon as golf courses like this blow quite hard, sometimes the easy holes don't become easier in a way, and the hard ones become a lot harder. Sometimes you have to get less off the tee to take a couple of bunkers out of play, which you were going to do anyway, and then the ones that were into the wind where you can open your shoulders, you just can't because they're suddenly 50-60 yards longer. So you just have to sort of roll with the punches and see what the golfing gods give you, and hopefully they give you a couple of breaks, but sometimes they bite you in the arse, don't they? So
they certainly do. Best of luck, mate.
Cheers, mate.
This afternoon. We'll no doubt catch up a little bit later too. They're not fall over. Right, as you can see, we have got to we're about the halfway actually stage of the 18th here, par 4. It's the playoff. It is Sam Broadhurst taking on Matt Court. It's £8,000 to the winner, so there's an awful lot of pressure on this. Big incentives in the Order of Merit for the Clutch Pro Tour. We're here live at Chart Hills. It's getting well into the evening now, isn't it? Look at that, it's 25 to 8. Wow, 25 to 8. We've been here this morning for nearly 12 hours now. We've put so much live golf. What a day we have had. So much action going on. The players are making their way down to the 18th tee. It's caused all sorts of trouble here. The par 4, I believe it's about 443 yards, and it's caused all sorts of trouble. It swings around to the right and goes down the hill towards the green, and we've seen a lot of provisionals being played. Big drama indeed. Both these players parred 18th literally moments ago. Broadhurst was in the group ahead, so he's had a slightly longer wait. Matt Court really had a chance to take it home. He had a 4-footer at 17 to par, missed it, bogeyed, and it dropped him back. Had it not been for that, he would be champion right now. But then again, it's not just that, is it? It's the whole 36 holes in total. It's a 2-day tournament. This is day 2, the final day. We have to have a winner. We're about to have a winner. How many holes are we going to have? Is it going to be 1, 2, 3, 4? Let's find out very shortly. They're about to tee up. I'm just having a look to see who's going to go first. We parked ourselves here, so we give you the best shot for the second shots, and down obviously onto the green as well. We'll be right there into the heart of it. You will hear from both players as soon as this playoff concludes. So it looks like it's going to be Sam Broadhurst to go first. I can see it looks like it's gone right a bit. Yeah, I can see it. It's just to the left of that tree there in a bit of the rough. Is this advantage Matt Court? In it comes too. It looks a beautiful shot. Look at that, running down the fairway. Is it going to hang on? It does. Wonderful shot. It's advantage at Matt Court then. Go have a look at Sam Broadhurst's ball. Hearing a lot of rumblings because I'm just driving the buggy over this rough here. Matt Court's ball nicely over on the right, and Broadhurst's ball, can you see it? It went in somewhere over here, didn't it? I thought it came to a rest. Oh, here it is. And actually, it's a pretty good lie. I don't really think this tree's coming into play, so it's a really nice lie. Actually, I think he's going to be okay. I think he might be pleased with that, Sam, when he sees that. That might, of course, you always want to be on the fairway, don't you? But I don't think there's too much really to get in his way here. Matt Court, what a drive that is, by the way. Drive of the day, plumb centre of the fairway, exactly where he wants to be. Wonderful stuff. It's a good job it landed where it did actually for Sam. It's not in the thicker stuff. It's quite pleasant indeed. I think he'll be quite happy with that. Cheers, Sam, I think. Tight list. Yeah. 2 little black dots. That's you, yeah. Good man. So we seem to have had quite a lot of luck with playoffs recently, haven't we? Sam Broadhurst's second shot in this final playoff. Sounds like a very good shot. It's going to be Matt Court now with his second shot. So there we go, both second shots are being played. I'm going to pick Leon up and we're going to make our way to the 18th green. Is it going to be for the final time? We're going to have to go again. We're going to find out very shortly. Sam Broadhurst, the Matt Court in his Clutch Pro Tour playoff here live at Chart Hills. As we make our way down the 18th fairway here. Maybe for the final time, maybe not. And two excellent shots. It's pretty much honours evens here, isn't it, really? Who would you rather be? You would certainly be rather be the one to the left of the pin, aren't you? In fact, it's not quite on as even. So yeah, the one left of the pin is right. So I think that's going to be caught. It's going to be a similar shot actually, although perhaps a little bit closer during the main event. So is it about to come down to this, or will we require to go again? It is getting on for 8 o'clock in the evening here. It's 7:45 here at Chart Hills. We're in the Kent countryside. It's going to be Sam Broadhurst to go first. This is a long putt, but he could put an awful lot of pressure on that court. It's a good putt. It's a good putt. A really good putt. And here we go, Matt Court to win from a fairly similar position he had not so long ago. To win in regulation. Now he's got roughly the same sort of putt to win. Will that help him? Will he have learnt a lot from earlier? to win. So, is it a little tap in? Yes, it is. So Broadhurst to take us to a second playoff hole. Which is going to take his time. It's what, 3.5 foot? He makes it. So we go to the playoff hole. We go back to 18, I assume. 18? Right, back we go to 18. Now, whilst we get ourselves down there, it's going to require another playoff. Well, we've been quite second playoff, isn't it, in recent succession. We had one at Rockliffe Hall recently on another tour, which caused quite the rules controversy there. Now, whilst we do make our way back down to 18, you are, of course, watching the Clutch Pro Tour here. And if you want to find out a little bit more about the Clutch Pro Tour, just make sure they are going to go up to 18 actually. We're not going to head down 1. I think we're going to go straight 18. It's a tricky hole, 18. And we are going to go 18, so we'll head up there. Andy, do you want a lift? Do you want to hop on the back?
There's no point, there's no stop for me down here. So, unless they all out from the fairway, I'll pick them up down here. I'll pick them up on the fairway.
I think we'll do the same. Yeah. Right, we're going to head up. As I was just saying, probably I was chatting to Andy Crook, the chief photographer there. Certainly Shorts, brave man indeed. We go to a second playoff hole between Matt Court and Sam Broadhurst. You are watching the Clutch Pro Tour. So many incentives, so much on the line. What a cracking tour. Here's a little video to show you more about the Clutch Pro Tour. Roll VT.
That's what I'm talking about. Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
Get it, boys. All young men with suits and ties, just sitting in the town smoking big cigars. I hope you're ready for what's coming now. I'm the one, I'm the lady that will bring it down. There's a joint on the corner where the big boys play, where the whiskey's running like the river, but they all never come for the booze and bass. I'm the one, I'm the lady that'll rock this place. That'll rock this place. That'll rock this place. Rock this place. Rock this place. Rock this place.
I'm just going to go quickly, whip change. I'll be back. Right, I'm just going to quickly whip off and change my headphones. We're back shortly. I'll let you enjoy Sam Broadhurst taking on Matt Court, second playoff hole live here at Chart Hills on the Clutch Pro Tour. Right, hopefully you might have my audio back now. Fingers crossed that to go. Thank you very much, Leon. Yes, I just had to go and change my earpiece because the battery was running out. So here we are. And I missed those tee shots, although one looks very good here. Where did the second one go? Even further on. Wow, good stuff indeed. Right, so we've got Matt. I'm going to see. We're not too sure where Sam's is. You might be able to tell us actually on screen. If you did see it, do comment below. Remember, head over to Live Sport Now on YouTube. Head over to our YouTube channel. Ah, well spotted. And comment, because we can see the comments. If you do it on YouTube at Live Sport Now, there's a link in the body of this broadcast. We can pop your comments on screen. So have your say. Show your messages of support. We want to hear from you. Don't forget, subscribe as well. Watch Live Golf in 2022. We've got more Clutch Pro Tour coming up for you next month. We're going to be live for the final day at Royal Norwich like we have been today. Tomorrow, we've got the opening ceremony of the Cairns Cup. It's Europe versus USA. In the Disability Ryder Cup. Fantastic stuff. That is going to be an absolute cracker. Well worth tuning in on Friday. We're going to be bringing you the singles matches live and exclusive as well. We've got so much to bring you this year. So comments coming in. Matt Court looks so cool. He's the GOAT. Absolutely greatest of all time. It's quite a bold claim, but hey. I'm not going to deny him anything right now. He's in this playoff against Sam Broadhurst. Is it going to be settled now, or are we going to have to go again here at 18? My phone is down to 15% battery. I don't know how much longer I'm going to last. Like I said, we are live at 11 AM tomorrow for the Cairns Cup opening ceremony at the Shire. More support coming in for Matt Court. Any Sam Broadhurst fans out there? Any Sam Broadhurst fans? We want to hear from you. Get comments in as well. A lot of love for Matt Court, of course. Get those messages of support in. Yet again, another playoff here for us at Live Sport Now. We're actually Live Golf Now on Facebook. Live Sport Now is our YouTube channel. Do check it out. Do hit subscribe. You can watch Live Golf for free in 2022. Nobody can get you closer to the action. We were the first people to walk the course with the players. There's no studio for us. We are out on the course here live. Late in the evening now. It's almost 8 o'clock in the evening and we're still on the course here at Charter Hills. We have to have a winner. £8,000 is on the line for the winner. Plenty of Order of Merit incentives as well. Shot. Is it going to have the gas? It's a great shot from Matt Court. Wow, brilliant stuff. That's the time to do it. Sam Broadhurst though, an absolute monster off the tee. Look at it. More comments coming in, keep them coming in. Look at that. Get your questions in. I must admit, I didn't see, but here is Sam Broadhurst, second shot. What a monster of a drive that is. Both of them absolutely plumb centre of the fairways. You can see the sun starting to set in the background as well. We're over the Kent countryside here. Not a million miles away, sort of halfway between the Brands Hatch Race Circuit and the White Cliffs of Dover. Court piled the pressure on here. Can Sam Broadhurst respond? He can. Great stuff. A little round of applause as well from the galleries out the back. That must be for both players as well, because Matt Court had an absolute cracker too. And the way it is at the minute, you still can't split either player. We could be heading to a third playoff hole as well. They are inseparable at the minute, Matt Court and Sam Broadhurst. I'm going to pick. What a ride, Leon. Now we've had a comment coming in about Sam Broadhurst. Could he be as good as certainly Mr. Paul Broadhurst? And are they related? It's a good question. I don't know actually. It's a good question. We've had the pleasure of interviewing Paul Broadhurst a few times, and he is one of the nicest gentlemen you will ever meet in golf. And he's got the talent, hasn't he, Sam? He's really got the talent. Fantastic, thanks. So Paul Broadhurst is his dad, fantastic stuff. As I said before, we've had the pleasure of interviewing Paul before. Really lovely chap. But right now, this is all about Sam Broadhurst and Matt Court. It's the playoff. It's the second hole here, and it's for £8,000 and to become the first major winner of the year on the Clutch Pro Tour. Just asking for the flag to be left in. So Matt needs to put this close because Sam is going to have a big opportunity here. What a lovely putt by Matt Court. It really is, isn't it? Keeps the pressure on, but Sam Broadhurst is going to have an opportunity to win here. Well, what do we reckon? 12 foot? If this goes in, he's the champion and he will walk away with a cheque for £8,000 and all the Challenge Tour starts, all the glory that comes with it as well. Is this the moment we've been waiting for? It is, and it's Sam Broadhurst who is the champion here. A very excellent handshake there as well. We'll go grab a quick word with Sam. We'll grab Matt after as well. Sam, well look, that was a pure example of staying in the game, and of course that drive for that there was an absolute monster.
Yeah, it was. I've been struggling off the tee all week, to be honest, but I was just trying to hit a little bit of a cut off the tree, and yeah, luckily that one cut. The first one in the first playoff obviously didn't, but like in the first playoff hole, I was literally just trying to hit the green, just trying to make four, and if you won it with a three, you won it with a three. So yeah, luckily I managed to hold that putt, which is always nice.
It certainly was. We've seen a lot of people struggle over 17, 18, but not you.
Well, I mean, I've just tried to stay patient all week because obviously, you know, it's tough to make birdies out here, and it's very easy to make bogeys. So I've just been trying to, you know, hit the middle of the greens or somewhat close to the middle of the greens, and then, you know, if you make a putt, it's a bonus. You know.
What does it mean to you to get the win?
Obviously, everyone loves to win, but you know, I don't really know what to say, to be honest with you, mate. But no, I'm happy because I don't feel like I've had my best stuff this week, but I managed to dig in and, you know, smooth it out there, make sure, you know, hold a couple of clutch putts where it really mattered and stuff. So it's been good for me this week.
I like that. Well used of the word clutch there as well. Congratulations.
There you go.
There he is. Sam Broadhurst is your winner here today. Look at that, handshakes, fist pumps all round. I wonder if we can grab a quick word with Matt as well. He's played exemplary all for the last couple of days, hasn't he? Let's see if he's up for a quick chat. He usually is, isn't he? Let's just go have a quick word with him. Matt, not quite to be, but my word, you two are almost inseparable there, weren't you?
Yeah, it's a good event. I'd never played this course before and came for a look around Sunday. You know, it's tough when you walk round because you don't really get. But you know, I played great yesterday, and yeah.
You stuck in there, didn't it? It looked at one point that like, nobody actually wanted to win it.
Yeah, I wasn't really looking at the leaderboard. I was. I played with Nick Poppleton, who, you know, during the kind of halfway stage of the round, it was pretty tight. I just thought if I could beat, you know, make sure I beat him, then I've got a good chance. But yeah, it was good. Good event.
It's been a fantastic event, and you've been superb. Thanks, man. It's great to see you again as well, by the way. Right, there we go. It's over. It is over. It's won by Sam Broadhurst at the second playoff hole. He walks away with £8,000. Tom, final word from you, please. What do you make of that?
Yeah, great performance by Broady. To be fair, he deserves it. He's played with us all winter out at Gloria when we were out in Turkey. So he's put the hard yards in. I know he's been working hard at his game. He came close at Alton. He was in the mix last week at St Mellion for a while, so it's good to see him come through. Obviously, Matt's a great champion. Nearly every time Matt pegs it up with us, he has a chance.
Yeah, you see a lot of the same names, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, Corty's been quality for years, and it wouldn't have surprised me at all if he had won the playoff. But Sam's now got a great chance in Challenge Series 1, and that's exactly what we want. Players like him, young players coming through, could be a big springboard for his career, getting some starts on Challenge Tour.
Fantastic, great event. Tom, thanks so much. No, you've still got lots to do. There we go. That does round out the first major of the year for the Clutch Pro Tour. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget, we've got a lot to come up for you as well. Live golf over on Live Sport Now. There's a link in the body of this broadcast. Do give it a click. Do hit subscribe to our YouTube channel, Live Sport Now. It's the main place to broadcast. It's where we can show comments on the screen as well. Tomorrow, we've got the opening ceremony live for you of the Cairns Cup. It is the USA taking on Europe at the Shire in London. It's Disability Golf. We're going to be there for the opening ceremony and the opening tee shot from 11 a.m. And on Friday, we're going to bring you the singles matches live, where we will crown either a European team or the US team will be winners. Of course, naturally, we have to sit on the fence, but come on, Team Europe. There we go. We're back live for that tomorrow. So you want to watch that, Live Sport Now on YouTube. Click the link in the body of this broadcast, hit subscribe, and you'll be able to watch all that tomorrow. If you like what you've seen about the Clutch Pro Tour, want to find out more, you can as well. There's also a link in the body of the broadcast for the Clutch Pro Tour. Right, that's it from us. It's about time we went home. I think it's 8:10. I didn't really think we'd still be here this late, but never mind. It's been an absolute feast of live golf. In the end, it's Sam Broadhurst who takes the win here at Chart Hills. Until next time, drive safely.
That's what I'm talking about. Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
Get it, boys. Smoking big cigars. I hope you're ready for what's coming now. I'm the one, I'm the lady that will bring you down. There's a joint on the corner where the big boys play, where the whiskey's running like the river, but they all never come for the booze and bass. I'm the one, I'm the lady that'll rock this place.